What exactly is a gradient? So a gradient is a gradual blend between multiple colors in Photoshop, similar to Umbru or Umbri. The nails that the girls be having, Umbro. So similar to that. Gradients can transition between multiple colors using angular, radial, reflective, and diamond patterns. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's quickly run through what the gradient tool is and the gradient fill adjustment layer. All right, so we're in Photoshop. I kind of already have an image kind of booming and a background so we can kind of have like realistic examples or whatever. So like I said, this is like for all my newcomers. If you don't already know how to get to the gradient tool, you usually just press G on your keyboard and this will bring up the paint bucket tool. For me, the paint bucket tool is what's selected right now, but you just hold that down and right underneath that is going to be the gradient tool. And it's going to give you what it looks like, this like crosshair aim type of thing. Now, you have your options at the beginning. You have your gradient, classic gradient, but you could just keep it as gradient. You have your gradient picker here, and you can pick a bunch of gradients. This list is the same list that's here. It's just in a more convenient spot. Like I said, these are all of the different patterns that you can use for the gradients, but we'll get to that in just a second. Here you can reverse the gradient color. So right now, if it's black to white, you can switch that from white to black. And dither is to reduce the banding. So sometimes when you do gradients, it gives you like a weird look. So right now we're going to create our first gradient. We're just going to go into here and then you could just drag this down if you want. We can just go into the reds here. I don't really like any of those. So let's see what my sunset pack has. We're going to go with my Groovy 15 and my Groovy gradient packs. All right, so what you're pretty much all you're going to do is right now we're selected on the radial and we're without reverse. So it's going to go from red to black. And all you pretty much do is pick your area and then you're just going to drag as far as you want. As you can see, you can keep dragging till it's as far as you can go, man. Like, and if you want to, you can just bring it in. If you just want it nice and small, you can create different angles, move it around, drag it out, boom, like that. Now, since we have this selected, we have the radial. Now, there are the different types like I mentioned before. You have linear, which is just an up and down, straight across selection. So you can select it and you have so much control when you use the tool rather just creating your own gradient fill layer because it's automatically going to make it. But like to start, you can have a great idea of what you want. Nice and small, nice and long. You know what I'm saying? If you just want to bring in a darkness, like it's coming in from the darkness, if you want to go and pull this and then press reverse, you can do that same thing and it'll come from the top, right? So that's linear. You have diamond, which is kind of like a clock. You usually use this for surfaces and things like that. This is reflective. Reflective means, oops, drag this. And then if you grab this here, if you click the middle, you can like drag your reflection as well. So you can make the reflections as long as you want and stuff like that, and then bring your reflections down. And this is all just using the gradient tool. Reflections give you reflected colors on the top and on the bottom. So then let's go ahead and delete that. Now for the last one is going to be the diamond pattern. My fault. The last two was the angular pattern. This is the diamond pattern. That's my bad. And as you can see, it is a diamond. Simply just a diamond. Diamonds are forever. It's like, nah, I'm joking. But as you can see, here you go. This gives you like a diamond pattern. How we can create custom gradients using the different tools that Adobe has afforded us. So we're just going to go with this type of vibe. I really just want to center in on the Black Panther. So I selected a radial gradient from that red to black. And I'm just going to go ahead and stretch it. And I really just want a strong gradient like in the center, but like lightly. Boom. Well, maybe I should move it in closer like that, just so y'all can see a better understanding. Now that we have our gradient and we've made our gradient, let's go ahead and click on this space. There's multiple ways that you can get to things. Like you can double click here and pick a gradient, right? You can go down to your fill layer that it created for you and double click on that. And this will give you a bunch of choices for your gradients. You can switch the patterns that we had up at the top. Change the gradient again. You can switch the angle. That would probably not work for Radial because it's only one. You can also increase the scale here, just like you did on the main gradient tool. Same thing, you can reverse the layers here. This is where you'll see all the different types of gradients: smooth, classic, perpetual. We want to go ahead and go into the gradient editor, and this is what all the magic kind of happens. You're just going to click on there, double click on this, and then this will come up. Now you're getting the gradient editor. Now in the gradient editor, your same selections that you just had and everything else. So I just want to explain a little bit more about what this is particular, and then we'll get back into the gradient tool. First is the presets. This is where you could just kind of select your presets like we did prior to. This is where you can name a preset after you want to save it. Say we make a custom one. You can select certain colors. You can add colors on here. You can delete them by dragging them down. You could change colors. You can move colors around. Let me try to pick another one because I feel like you can't really see it. So I switched the colors around. As you can see, all you got to do is click here. We're just going to go with this one to practice real quick. You can change these colors. This is a pretty good palette. I'm not even going to lie to you. Like I said, you like these, check out my store, check them out. Anyways, if you want to change your color, just click on this. And then as you can see, the color comes up, and that comes up for each of the passes. So for the passes, say we want to change this pass to a blue, right? We could do that. We can actually pull up the strength of the colors as well here by clicking it. See how strong the location is. So like, does it have like a strong circle, or is it strongly feathered? The further it is closer to the next one, the more feathering it will be. Pull it back to the end here, and we want to change the opacity. You click up top here on the black ones, and then the opacity is 0. And then this will make it a transparent layer. Now that we have this, if we want to keep it how it is, we'd probably name this something like, I don't know, gradients, right? And then you just export it, and then you'll have your own set of gradients. So if you have one that you really like, you can do that. So we're going to set it back to Sunset 7 from my Sunset Gradients pack. The dots have came along on the actual gradient fill because we still have the gradient tool selected. The gradient tool gives you a little bit more control rather than using the gradient editor, but the gradient editor is really good. You can do these same things here. If you wanted to bring it in, you could bring it in. If you wanted to bring it out, you could bring it out. If you wanted to move, let me try to choose another one. If you wanted to move and have this a little bit smaller or a little bit larger, you can do that. If you wanted to, you can still double click here and change the image to any color that you want. Same thing, stretch here, move it down, move it slightly, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to reverse it, have it inside out, that's pretty cool right there. But you have all the control in the world. That's pretty dope right there. Now, the key to any gradient is going to be the smoothness of it and the color harmony. I feel like a lot of these colors work for this particular image because of the color harmony of it. You have from yellow to orange to red. It's a gradual, get it? Gradual color change, i.e. a gradient, blending multiple colors together. You know what I'm saying?